The Ministry of Health said that 2 more new cases treated at the National Isolation Centre have recovered and were allowed to return home, bringing the total number of recovered cases to 106. This means 29 active cases are still being treated at the centre. From the figure, 2 people are still in critical condition, both requiring the heart-lung machine or ECMO and respiratory assistance. Meanwhile, the rest are well. Also today, the total number of those who have completed the quarantine period, according to the Infectious Diseases Act, Chapter 204, is 2,334, and only 66 are still undergoing quarantine. Meanwhile, to date, 1,142 people have completed their mandatory self-isolation at isolation centres provided by the government upon arriving in the country after international travel. In the past 24 hours, 247 samples have been tested for the SARS-CoV-2 virus, bringing the total number of lab tests conducted for COVID-19 since January 2020 to 9,884. However, one of the recovered cases allowed to return home has been readmitted to the National Isolation Centre for further investigation after showing symptoms and was found to be positive again. Therefore, the Ministry of Health has now changed the policy for those confirmed to be recovered and allowed to return home to undergo self-isolation for 14 days in the respective homes and will undergo lab tests for the SARS-CoV-2 virus according to the set schedule. This is as a follow-up given to those who were at the National Isolation Centre. Any cases found to be positive again will be readmitted to the National Isolation Centre for further investigation and treatment. Since the first case of COVID-19 reported in Brunei Darussalam, a multitude of false and confusing news have been made viral on social media. Aside from not benefiting the well-being of the country's citizens and residents, such news are solely aimed to frighten the public, creating alarm and panic. Such behavior of spreading unvalidated information, as well as those that are false and created with the intention of creating confusion, is an offence and can be charged under the Public Order Act, Chapter 148, Section 34, which is any person who, whether orally or in writing or by any other means, spread false reports or make false statements likely to cause public alarm or despondency, can face a penalty of 3 years imprisonment and a fine of $3,000. The public is also advised not to easily believe the information and news spread through the internet or through other media such as WhatsApp, Twitter and Facebook without ensuring whether it is valid or not. The public is also reminded to be more responsible and not to further spread any matters that are unvalidated. For more information and the latest development, visit the Ministry of Health's website at www.moh.gov.bn and call the Health Advice Line 148 at any time or through application healthinfo.gov.bn.
Kesejahteraan rakyat dan penduduk di negara ini. Berita-berita sedemikian hanya bertujuan untuk menakut-nakutkan orang ramai sehingga menyebabkan orang ramai cemas dan panik. Perbuatan menyebarkan maklumat tidak sahih, apatah lagi yang palsu dan direka oleh mereka yang semata-mata berniat untuk mengelirukan adalah menjadi kesalahan dan boleh didakwa di bawah Akta Ketenteraman Awam Penggal 148 ataupun Public Order Act Cap 148 Section 34, iaitu sesiapa yang sama ada menggunakan lisan atau tulisan atau menggunakan sebarang cara menyebarkan laporan yang salah atau membuat kenyataan yang salah yang menyebabkan ketenteraman awam terganggu boleh dipenjara 3 tahun dan denda sebanyak RM3,000. Orang ramai adalah juga dinasihati untuk tidak mudah terpedaya dan percaya akan maklum